Hi, today we're talking about using I statements. This is a series to help you strengthen your communication in your relationships. I want to introduce myself. I'm Carlene Lehman. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, and I own a private practice in Austin, Texas called Relationships Matter Austin. And our website is www.relationshipsmatteraustin.com. And I see individuals, couples, and families and help them increase connection, communication, and cooperation in their relationships. I also run some groups as well. So here's a situation, and I want to see if you can relate. William and Lewis have been in a relationship for 7 years. The past 2 years have been more stressful for them. William's dad died last year, and they've had more conflict. And Lewis had a promotion at his work, which has required more of his time. William tries to talk to Lewis, but in the end, it usually ends up with him complaining that it's obvious that Lewis doesn't value their relationship since he makes work more of a priority than spending time together on the weekends. Lewis usually gets angry that William doesn't see how much he tries. So this is a pretty typical situation for the couples that come to see me. And so I wanted to give you a tip on what you can do in a situation like this. So, like I said, this is very common. Both partners are tired and frustrated, and each has needs that aren't being met. So we want to try to get our partner's attention, and we'll try lots of different things if they're not really hearing us. And usually once we're so overwhelmed or frustrated, we'll end up complaining. So there's a pitfall here in the way that they're communicating. And so one thing that we want to be careful of is when you use the words like you, should, or could, that can make our partner feel very defensive or attacked or blamed. And so what that usually does is they put up a wall and they're not really hearing us and what we're needing. They may become angry too. So one way that we can do this a little different, right, so we don't come across as being critical, is to use I statements. And what this does is it really helps us to boil it down, right, make it very specific how we're feeling and why we're feeling that way and what we need instead. So this is a suggestion on the way that you could set up those I statements. There's some variations on this, so you might find others out there that you might like a little better. But it's not about having a cookie cutter approach, right? But it's about learning a new way of communicating so that we don't criticize, right? So that our partner truly can hear us in those moments that we're feeling frustrated and we're needing something different, and it doesn't just cause them to close off. So in this situation, a partner that is having the feelings, right, that there's something going on, what they can say is, I feel blank when you blank because blank, and what I need is blank. And then what we need the partner to do is to just respond so that the other partner feels heard, right? And that you're able to take some responsibility, right, for what's been occurring and what you will do differently next time, right, going forward. It's not about just staying stuck in the feelings and the upset, right? It's about your partner needs to hear that you're going to do something different going forward. So the partner can say, you sound blank because blank, and next time I will do this and this, right? So I want to give a real life scenario of this. So in this situation with William, where he feels angry, right, when they don't spend time together on the weekend, because I needed time to connect with you. So he's telling how he feels, right, and why. And what I need is for you to spend a few hours with me on Saturday or Sundays doing something that we both enjoy. So he was very specific, right, as to the feelings and why and what he needs differently. So how Lewis can respond is, you sound upset because I haven't spent time with you on the weekends lately. And he's taking responsibility, right? And in this situation, it's not that you have to agree with what your partner is saying. And this can be the part that can be really hard for a lot of folks. Is that what you're reflecting back to them is how they're feeling and why. Because they need to feel heard. They need to feel that you get it, right? And it doesn't mean that you have to see it the same way, but what it means is that you have to put yourself in their shoes and be able to understand why they feel the way they do and how that makes sense. That they, if, hey, they really look forward to spending time together and you haven't been doing it lately, that how they would be frustrated, right? How they would be upset. And so you may have a different point of view about this, and that's okay. But in this moment, the most important thing is to be able to reflect back to your partner that you get the pain, right, that they're in. Because that will help to diffuse the situation and help your partner to calm down, right? That's the win for you, right, in this situation by handling it this way. So then he would say, next time I will take your need for connection more seriously and plan a time with you for us to spend together on the weekends. So he was very specific, right, what he will do differently. And it's really addressing the need that the partner had expressed. So I want to give you another scenario, right? A little more practice with this. So let's pretend you were supposed to meet your partner for a dinner party, but they were late. And then once again, they neglected to send you a text to keep you updated. So can you imagine what you would feel like if you have a partner that this has been a pattern, right? That they show up late and you don't know what's going on, right? Think about how you would feel. So, and then they finally arrive and you erupt. You're always late and you never text me to let me know, right? I mean, how many times have you felt upset about something, right? So here's this I statement. There's the kind of the template, right? That I feel because when you do this, and what I need is this. So here's a better way to express, right, in this scenario. So for the partner that's been waiting, right, not knowing where their partner is, I feel annoyed and upset when I'm waiting on you and I don't know where you are because I get worried something has happened to you. What I need is for you to call or text when you're running late to let me know what time you will meet me. Right? Straightforward, very reasonable, right? Their partner could respond, you sound annoyed and upset because I don't let you know when I am running late. Next time I will call or text you and I will let you know when I expect to be there. So the thing is that it is okay if you're the partner reflecting back to the one that is upset or needing something, to use their words. That's actually very powerful. So when they say that they're upset or frustrated or sad, right, or angry, it's very powerful to use those words when you are letting them know that you've heard them. Because sometimes what we can do is a person might say they're angry, and we might reflect back that, oh, I hear that you're sad. I mean, not sad. I hear that you're mad, right? And you know what? For some folks, that intensity is a little different. Angry is more intense than mad or upset or frustrated. And they may actually get angry, because if they don't feel heard, they may actually say, no, I wasn't mad. I was angry. I was really angry. And sometimes that can kind of make us freeze, or, like, whoa, what's happening? Why are they getting so upset? And it's because there was a mismatch between what they felt and what we reflected back. And in those situations, what's so important is to just say, oh, okay, I get it. You're angry. Okay, I'm sorry. I messed up. I got that wrong. And just own it, that we misinterpreted, right? And let them know, okay, I get it. You're angry. Like, you're really pissed. And then that will help to diffuse the situation too. Because I see that happen with the folks that I work with. And so this whole idea of the I statement, the whole point of it, right? Why does it matter? And it's because when we complain or criticize, it causes our partner's defenses to come up. And they put up a wall to protect themselves. And they usually want the conversation to end. And then they're not able to hear what our needs are, right? Because they just shut down. And then when our needs aren't getting met, we will usually escalate our behavior to get the point across, right? And we'll keep upping the ante to be heard, because that is one of our primary needs as humans, is to feel heard. So if our goal is to get our needs met, and if when we complain or criticize that pushes our partner away, then we need a new way to communicate, right? So they can hear us, a different way. And that's when these I statements come in, that we can use them, right, to help just very succinctly explain what's happening for us so they can understand. And then as the partner, that a partner can then have a tool, right, to be able to reflect back when their partner is having a hard time, because sometimes that is really difficult, right, for the partner to hear that the other one is in pain, and it like they don't really know what to say, right? And sometimes we can freeze in that situation too. So this is a tool to help us be able to know how we can handle those situations so that they don't escalate. So the partner who responds, they're able to show us that they can understand how we feel, and they let us know, right, that how they're going to change so that we can feel heard, and we know that something is going to happen, right? That this is going to get better, that the same thing isn't just going to happen over and over again. So the biggest thing about this is that it requires a lot of practice. Anytime we're developing a new habit, it's going to take some time and patience. And this is a new skill, right? It's a new habit. And I have a handout on the website for helping you with this, a template that you can actually print out, and you can actually write and fill it out. And that can be really helpful, because before we approach our partner with something, it can be really helpful to write it out, right? And it also a space for the partner to be able to write out how they would respond, because really we're going to be needing both of these tools, because there's going to be times that our partner is upset with us, right? And we need to be able to respond compassionately to them. And then there's sometimes that we're going to be upset too, right? So I have that handout there. You can go to the website. It's under the resources tab. And if you look, it's down here, the helpful handouts. Click on that, and then there will be a link, and you can view the handout, or you can download it as well and save it to your computer. So there's some ways you can stay connected with us through our website, relationshipsmatteraustin.com. You can sign up for our monthly newsletter. We have articles and videos on our blog as well. We have a YouTube channel with those videos. And then if you need any information on our services, we have individual, couples, family, and group counseling. And we also offer online counseling. So you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. And our phone number is 512-994-0432. And then that's my email. You can, if you have any questions at all, feel free to contact me. It's Carlene@relationshipsmatteraustin.com. Well, thank you for being with us today, and I hope you've learned some more about how you can improve your communication in your relationships, and we'll have some more. So this is just a part of the series. So stay tuned for some more tips.